Alright, hello everyone, and we are live with one more event by Premier Chess Academy. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. Hi Narendran, hi Ayush, hi Kunal, hi Adarsh. Great to see you guys.
Hi, Chirag.
Hello everyone.
Hello
Alright,
Hello,
everyone.
everyone.
okay, so let's tell the audience. Okay, so Kunal, maybe you can tell the audience what is this event, why are we doing this event at Premier Chess Academy, and just let the audience know what is the format of this event. So, can you just give us some details about this event?
So, guys, this is our FIDE online arena tournament. We do it every Saturday on the second Saturday and the third Saturday of the month. Okay. On this platform, only the third and the above level kids play. That means intermediate one and above kids. We do it to select our rising star kid, and the kids below the second third level means beginner and advanced beginner can watch it and learn from this series.
Excellent. All right. And we have the time control also, which is 10 plus 10. And there are four rounds, and we'll see who will emerge victorious. So we are on the first board, which is Mavish Sheikh Mavish Sheikh is from the Middle East, is playing against Aditya Chandra from India. All right, guys. And Mavish is the highest rated player in this tournament and the favorite to win here. And guys, if you want your kids game, or if you are a kid who is watching this, your friend's game, just let us know your kid's ID or the name in the chat. We'll be more than happy to analyze this. All right, guys, let's jump in. Okay, so maybe before we go ahead, we can have the teams with the colors, I guess. So probably Narendra and Ayush, you guys can take the white colors. Kunal and Adarsh, probably you guys can take the black. And whichever game we are commentating, so you guys have to root for those colors and try out the best moves. I'll be just watching, enjoying your analysis. The experts are here. Why should I work? All right, let's go ahead. So, okay, guys, thoughts.
Mm.
White team, your thoughts. Looks like white is on the attack. Yeah, Narendra and Ayush, what do you guys think?
Yes, I do agree, Chirag, with you that definitely White have chosen a very wise opening, Queen's Gambit, decline variation, where he firstly made the bishop, which is on d7, really very passive in the gameplay in the starting of the game. I believe Black should have gone for pawn b6 and bishop b7 variation, making his bishop in a fianchetto structure, but he chose a wrong path, that is by going to bishop d7, which later Mavesh definitely took the advantage by eliminating the defender first on f6 and then winning a pawn back on d5 with a double attack and now exchanging his knight with a good bishop of black. So definitely with a pawn advantage, I believe white is doing quite very good here.
All right, and black, what do you think, guys? The black team, how do you think is black going to salvage this position? Any chances for Aditya to bounce back?
It's just a pawn for now. Black can come over. Right now, white has a good pawn structure. Black can try to develop the pieces further.
All right.
The bishop on d7 can be maneuvered, maybe on g4.
Okay, so some chances for.
Others
Right,
also.
That I agree with the coach Kunal. We see that this bishop can come to the g4, making this as a relative pin, and we can try to add pressure on this knight. If opponent is not be cautious about this move and moving the bishop back to the e2 square and making this pin removing the pin on the knight, then you can see there will be a double pawn on the F file, and that would be like making the compensation for the extra pawn which is white is right now in the center. So this could be one idea for now for black, but we see that h3 is played, and yeah, white is quite sure that bishop g4 is not gonna happen. So now we have to make the another plan, we can develop our knight. First of all, we have to protect the pawn on the c7 square with the rook, and then maneuver the knight on the king side so that the bishop can take the long diagonal, and then we can look for the checkmate ideas.
All right. Okay, great guys. This game is progressing. It is getting exciting. But we'll come back. Let's see. We'll go back to the other games and let's see what's happening. In the other games, also, we might also have some results already on the board. Yes, we already have some results. Arush Thakur from India has already won his game. And we see a lot of games have ended, but there is a game which is going on, and let's jump to that game. All right, and Ayush Goswami is playing against Setu Shriram. And guys, your thoughts about this position? What do you guys think?
I
Was the
believe
black
that
queen trapped, Ayush? Was the queen trapped?
yeah, definitely the queen
Yes,
is trapped, and I don't see a
queen is
way
trapped.
out for the queen to escape until there is any counter attacks. But I don't see that coming.
Okay.
All right, I
So
guess.
definitely the queen is in grave danger.
Okay, we won the queen, Kunal. Over to you. Yeah. So,
Ayush is my student.
And Setu is my student. I see that it is a mistake by him.
All right.
So
Okay, no worries,
Okay.
guys.
we can see
And
that like right now white is in an absolute winning position because having a queen advantage. So we can proceed like there is some mistakes
But
related to the calculation of a queen which just led him
so
to like
let's
lose the
let's
queen.
see where did the mistake happen.
yeah,
I guess. Oh, I guess
yes,
queen.
I guess
Oh,
that rook sacrifice was accidental, which
Yeah,
came as a
it was,
boon.
okay,
And
excellent.
trap.
And here it's trapped. Also,
yeah, it
but
was.
interesting to see. Okay, we can't see what time this was played, but later, as soon as Black's queen got trapped, Black took a lot of time to figure out. So that's the correct way of actually playing, to take some time there. If there was some solution, but there was no way out, and then Black just proceeded. All right, we can jump to the other games. Here clearly looks like in both the games looks like Team White is advantageous. All right, let's see, guys, what's happening in other games. Okay, uh, and here it's Arav Tiwari from India and another two players again from India. We have currently players playing from four different countries here, mostly from the India and the Middle Eastern region, also from the APAC region, Asia Pacific zones. So let's see how does that go. And here, okay, guys, this looks very complicated. Oh, Black.
So, and with this, I guess this is the first game
Black
where black is having a lead
Black is in the
of an extra
advantage.
piece.
Yes.
Yes. But on the other hand, Arav is trying his best to create some chances on the queen side, maybe by creating a pass pawn there, pressurizing the opponent. Because definitely, person that is the kid, Abrim Abirami will definitely will get like struggle in developing his bishop, which is on the g7 square, because he needs to come up with the idea of e5 pawn break later, part of the game maybe.
Also, Black is playing really fast, so looks like about the time difference also.
What I can see is knight to e5, attacking on f7 from the white.
yeah, maybe black can respond with e6,
Yes.
stopping the queen's diagonal.
Well, like right now we can see black is trying to add pressure on the pawn, and yeah, he just I think like he won a pawn.
He won a piece now.
Yeah, that's like yeah, that's the thing. He won the knight, like that was a mistake.
Yeah, maybe Kunal, yeah, knight to e5 and then black plays pawn e6 and then white can defend the pawn with the rook also. Maybe something like this can happen, rook b1 or rook a4, but it's okay. Yeah, now he lost the knight.
Yes.
So,
So,
Now it's like
Queen's
absolutely winning for the black at this position. He just have to not to
queen
do
to
any
e7.
blunder, then it will be all fine.
all right, that's a free piece that White just gave away. And let's see, how did White lose the bishop earlier in the game? And okay, I guess the bishop
Bishop.
got trapped here like this.
Bishop was trapped.
Okay, so great
He could have
spot.
captured the pawn. Yeah, at least get a pawn.
All right, and white tried to push on the queen side, but to no success. Lost the knight there, and looks like it's black this game which is winning. So we might see Abhirami there, who might go ahead. All right, so guys, let's jump to other games. There are a lot of games, a lot of exciting things happening here over the board, and we see a lot of results already. A lot of games have ended. Let's see what happened in this game. It shows that black has won. So Betala Varun Tej, good news for you guys. Betala Varun Tej has already won this game against
Oh,
Sibi David. So Sibi David lost this game, and guys, maybe we can just scroll through this game. All right, guys, your thought. F4. What is this opening called?
F4.
The king's gambit line with
It's
the white pieces.
Or is it
And
the
it's
bird's
like
opening?
having a bird structure,
Yeah, it's
bird's
the verse
opening,
opening.
verse.
and converting into a stone wall structure later part of the game.
All right, so let's see. Okay. Uh, all right, Ayush, you're talking about this bird or stone wall. Maybe like for audience or like noobs like me who are new to chess, can you just break down simply what are the advantages of something playing like this? Or
Yes. So basically, this structure of pawn is really very famous because it's called as stone wall. So as the word wall indicates, like something which is really very strong. And the wall, which Mr. Chirag can highlight, that is d4 pawn, e3 pawn, and the f4 pawn are called as the stone wall pawns. Basically, it gives immense control on the e5 square, and where white can later bring his knight on the e5 square, make a room for the queen diagonally, and later part of the game, he can do a castle kingside and then do a beautiful rook lift to go for a complete attack towards the black king. So definitely a very strong structure to play with white pieces.
all right, looks awesome. So for the audiences who did not know what a Bordeaux opening is or what a stone wall structure is, definitely check these tips out and you play for some structures. These are some of the ideas there. Okay, but
White was really brave. He
yes,
White
castled
is
on
very
King's Area also.
aggressively.
Yeah.
white has been brave and ambitious in this opening. All right, and okay, let's see how did it turn out.
Okay, actually, it turned out good.
Actually, all right, the experts say it turns out good, but always
Wow. AI, you made the
the
mistake.
idea that black had, and even if the positions are getting good, if your king is open, okay, yeah, guys, probably Narendran, you can explain about maybe king safety here. What's that? And it became really dangerous for white at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So White created a stone wall in the center, so which means he could have done little bit more related to the center, right? So because pushing these G pawn and opening up the king side is definitely not the way to go. Also, okay, I kind of like this stone wall, but however, this knight on E4 is little annoying. Yeah, so this pawn structure also kind of creates an outpost on E4 for the black knight. So yeah. So yeah, anyways, okay, white managed it very well after this point. So yeah, now the black bishop is completely open, and yeah, so that he's controlling that long diagonal, but white bishop is not doing that great. So and once the black knight comes to yeah, so f5, I guess black sorted out everything, I guess, even without castling, right? So yeah, his king is still in the center.
Queen
So
G5 would have been better. Queen G4, sorry.
Queen G4 here is what the experts are
Just
suggesting.
exchange the queens.
Yes, but Queen G4 still knight G3 can come, right? King
Yeah,
G2.
let the knight G3 come.
Okay, knight G3, and he, even if he eats up your rook, that's fine with you, right?
Yeah.
All right, and okay, so black lost the queen as well as one more piece there, and it was just game over. So Bartla Varun Tej, all right, he was one of the favorites in the last one. He finished, I guess, in the top three. he wasn't able to finish in the on the top. Let's see how does he performs this time. And guys, I guess round 1 is about to get over and we have only one game going on, this one. So let's see. Okay, here black is clearly winning, but this game is still going on, so let's stick to this. This is the live game. Any chances, guys? White, can white draw here?
If white manages to exchange his rooks with opponent's rook and all his pawns with opponent pawns, then I'm quite very sure that the person playing with black pieces will definitely struggle with bishop and knight checkmate. So that's the
Alright.
only possibility I see now.
Okay, and okay, Ayush makes a guess, alright. But Ayush, I guess it's a level 3 and above kid, also with a very high rating, 1287. Maybe bishop and knight checkmate might be, they might be knowing about it. If not, guys, we already have a video where Coach Piyush teaches about knight and bishop checkmate. It's just a half an hour video. He teaches it in a very interesting manner. Go
Okay,
check it out in the chat.
black
All right,
resigned.
black won. So white lost. White
Wait,
resigned
white
there.
resigned.
All right, white resigned there. Kids, Adarsh, what's the message you would like to give to the kids who resigned there?
I just suggest my kid like to play for like very end in the game, like fight till the end, so that there is always a chance in the chess that we can just convert the thing, or even it a stalemate or a draw. So I just recommend to play the games to very end until it is got checkmated. So that's one lesson, like you can just take it as an advice in like chess, so that you can just fight till the end.
All right, definitely, kids, you have to keep fighting till the end. And guys, the next round will start in 20 seconds. So let's see. Okay, the game will start soon. All right, and we'll see a lot of exciting stuff.
Hello everyone.
Okay, so let's tell the audience. Okay, so Kunal, baby, you can. All right. Okay, guys. So yes, the games are live, and we have Arush versus Mavish, Abhirami versus Ayush Goswami, and a lot of more kids joining in. We have one kid from USA also playing, Riansh. Okay, let's see if the kid is live. All right, that's what I wondered. Okay, because it's too late in the US. Riansh, Chandu Patliov is facing Aditya Nair. Okay, we'll have to see. Aditya Nair might be facing some internet issues. That's why Aditya Nair hasn't moved yet. And let's see what's happening here. Okay, guys, let's jump into again the top board and then let's see what's happening there. So it's Mavish this time playing with the black. She's the highest rated player, 1400 plus rating there, and Arush Thakur is playing against Mavish. And okay, looks like let's go through the opening. Mavish went for black team. Can you guys help us through what was this opening?
Yeah, this is French defense, which has been played by the black pieces like e6, d5. Basically, the idea of the French defense, and then after that, we can see that in this variation, we can just look at the opening. Yeah, he go for the French defense, and after that, with the continuation of like taking the center control because of one mistake of opponent, he doesn't take the pawn. Generally, we just go for the like exchange variation where the pawn takes pawn and pawn takes pawn, like pawn takes on e4 and we exchange it in opening. But here you say that opponent has allowed to move the pawn forward and like take the center, so we can see that Mavis is able to control the center absolutely and develop the pieces. So now I see that black is slightly better in this position.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's the
looks
thing.
like black has got usually, uh, I guess in the French, in the advanced variation, usually black's pawn are on e6 and d5. Here, black's pawn are one more step ahead on e5 and d4. So and yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we see that this match.
Mm,
Okay,
White
so
made a
now we see
mistake.
that white has lost a knight already because of an absolute pin, and that's the thing.
So
Okay.
I will say that the ones who are new to chess and if their opponent plays a French defense against them, I will recommend them to go for the exchange variation, which Adarsh was saying, to exchange the pawns, because it gives you a very open position where you can very actively develop out your pieces. The variation which Arush actually chose, it's a very difficult variation because the center is locked in that particular case where you require the maneuvering of your pieces in a very close position. The importance of knight also increases. So definitely it's an opening which only a very professional player should go for.
Yeah, I completely agree with Ayush. Like, that's the thing.
All right, guys, some great insights by the coaches. I hope the students watching there and the audience watching there are listening and following these advice there. And of course, if you are facing the French and if you don't know theory, go for an exchange variation. All right, I personally love French opening a lot. I have played that opening since my childhood. Every time I've got the black pieces, and I usually play the advanced variation. I feel exchange is boring, so I personally don't like the exchange variation there. And yeah, that's the exactly reason why you should go for the exchange variation, because things are much simpler there. And all right, so great insights. And looks like again Mavish knows, it looks like Mavish knows her theory really well. So she has been like taking away the victories in the opening phase itself. Last time also we saw in the Queen's Gambit, she took away the victory, and here with the French opening, so she's choosing her openings wisely, playing different kind of openings there. And looks like Mavish, the top board is set up for round 2, so she will be on 2 out of 2, and she finishes the game very quickly. Also, both of the players are above clock. So players, if you are playing against Mavish, play slowly, take your time in the opening, because then you won't have any chances after that. All right, so let's jump to the other games. Let's see some of the games that we haven't seen. Okay, so on board number 2, again on the top boards, it's Abhirami Shriyukta versus Ayush Goswami. So I guess okay, so this has been all girls' day today. Looks like Mavish on the top board taking away. This is Abhirami Shriyukta there taking away. All right, guys, but this game is still on. Let's see what's happening in this game. Guys, take it away on the position.
So white is leading in a pawn.
Yes. But black is having a very great compensation. Especially, I really like the rook having an open file in the h file. So maybe a battery formation, we can see that in the upcoming moves.
The black knight have to maneuver a lot.
One thing is quite clear, that black should avoid exchanging pieces as he's material down, 1 pawn down, and not having a very good pawn structure compared to white pawn structure. So definitely exchanging pieces for Ayush will not be a very good idea. He should keep his rooks in the board and try to create some counter attacks by advancing his king side pawns as well.
Even before the rook battery was formed, white brought his rook to h1. Yeah, so for safety purpose, he's trying to bring the rook to h1. Yeah, so
White is just making sure that black doesn't have any counter.
Yeah.
okay, now he creates a
Showcasing the
double pawn on
prophylactic
the-
move.
Okay, now it's done.
All right, and guys, one question to you. There's like a famous saying, right? Oh, rook end games are usually drawn, right? Like, so is that the case? What are your thoughts? How do you prepare for rook end games, or how do you prepare for like these kinds of end games? Because kids usually like to play with the queens on the board. They feel end games are boring. So what are your thoughts about that?
I will say personally, Queen end games are even more worse compared to rook end games. So yeah, because Queen is very powerful, and if you place it in the center, it can like control so much of squares. It's very hard to find the perfect square for your queen. But if it was a rook end game, you can narrow down these squares, and I hope some pawns will be there in the end game. So obviously you can find the best square for your rook, and finding the best square for a rook is pretty much easy because you just need to keep it in the open file. And if it's already in the open file, try to double up the rooks in the open file. And if it's already doubled up, then go to the 7th rank and explore the 7th rank. Yeah. So this is one thing you can do whenever it comes to a rook endgame. But let's say if both you and your opponent is having a single rook with no pawns, and in that case, most likely it should be a draw. So yeah, and it all depends on how good you use the rook and how many pawns you are capturing. Yeah, so and it looks like white is doing better here. White has some two passed pawns on c file and d file, also an outside passed on a2. So maybe black can put some pressure on the f2 pawn, but the rook is there on h1, yes, which can already come to the
Okay.
protection. So yeah, pretty much
White will
white is
take
winning.
the.
All right, white showing
So I
technique.
do agree with Narendra, definitely. And as Chirag, you mentioned that most of the rook endgames are draw, which was said by the very famous known player, Mr. Lasker. But he actually mentioned regarding it in the position where there is like a material balance. Here we can clearly see that white is having three pawns up. So definitely, if it is rook endgame, queen endgame, if some player is having three pawn advantage, definitely that's a clear win-win situation, I guess.
Black can capture c5.
Yeah, black must rook takes on c5. So
Yes.
No. White is like, no, I will not give any single pawn.
All right, and white is being very cautious, not giving any of the pawns. All right, so okay, but like Adarsh, Kunal, I would like to hear from this from you. Narendra and Aish very beautifully explained why like a queen endgame might be much more complicated to play, much more difficult to navigate, whereas rook endgame might have some simpler rules. But when we talk about endgames, right? Any normal chess player or even like let's say kids especially feel end games are boring, right? So how do you deal that, how do you tackle that, how do you teach your kids, you are expert coaches with Premier Chess Academy, how do you talk to your kids, like how do you make them practice end games, what are your spill the secret sauce here, go ahead.
Okay. For the end games,
Yeah.
I always teach my kids that, see, if you make a mistake in an opening, you can cover it in the middle game. A mistake in middle game can be covered at the end, but a mistake in the end game cannot be covered. So you need to be like a computer while playing the end game. So practice it.
All right, great words,
very
great
good.
words. Correct.
Along with that, Mr. Kunal, along with this same strategy, one more other strategy which I used to motivate my kids is to actually showcase some of the masters games, especially Magnus Carlsen, who is known for his endgame mastery. So I
The
showcase his
machine.
game and show him that how he plays like a machine in endgame and converts like even a losing or draw his position to a victory, which definitely motivates them because nowadays Magnus is one of the favorites for everyone. So I guess a lot of my kids are getting inspiration from Magnus to work out in the end games.
Yeah.
Definitely
Completely agree with the fact that I stated. Like kids like to watch the games of the masters like Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura, and they are just really fond of the thing. They want to make the surprise moves, like we can say the brilliant move which is done by the grandmasters in the game, and they just want to replicate the thing in their games. So for the thing, first of all, I just teach the theories of the end game, like not exactly like the whole of the thing because of the stage, and we just try to like slowly give up the ideas of end game, like the basic ideas, and then we just go with some like subsequent puzzles and master games that just develop the interest, and also kids able to learn the thing.
all right, definitely some great insights there. And guys, if you are not a part of Premier Chess Academy, please click the link below, take a free trial. You'll get to learn all these secret sauces. All right, and coming back, guys, so this is the only last game going on for the round two. We soon will be ending the round two and we'll be entering into round three, and the matches and the standings will get heated up. Let's see what's happening between Arav Tiwari and Batla Varun Tej. All right, so your thoughts, guys? Well, look at
Black is in a pawn advantage, and his pieces are a little bit more active, especially the bishop and the queen. If he is able to bring the knight, then it can be a very dangerous attack. No, knight is
I
not
say that
coming.
this is one of the great example. Like you can see, there is an imbalance of the pieces in this position, and you can see that black is just controlling the more space over the chessboard. And that also neglect like that. You can also see the fact that white rook, bishop, and a knight is like right now not so like you can see that good in this position. They are the bad pieces compared to the white has a solid pawn structure and a good connected rooks. Only thing is like black need to do the passive development, or you can see that he can just take the central pawn and then he can just go for the attack. Even the rook e8 move, like which will be centralizing the rooks and then just go for the attack because this king is in the center, which is pretty much exposed for the attacks.
All right, so king should never be in the center. It should be in a castle, sitting safe there. And some ideas with something like rook d8, d5, breaking open the center can be dangerous. White going for his own ideas. Let's see, guys.
No, maybe I thought white would have gone for rook to h3 followed by rook g3 and put some pressure on the g file, but kind of surprised why he played rook f1. So
Maybe, maybe I guess white is going for the defensive mechanism. Maybe he wants to bring his queen to g3 and then the queen to f2 so that he can exchange his queen and have some like safety for his king. That could be one of the ideas of rook
true,
f1.
true, yeah.
Or guys, is g3 f4 something? What's on white's mind? You never know with the kids, they might go for some kind of counter attack. G3, knight
Yes.
e2, f4, something like that.
No, I agree with Toyush. Maybe this is a good strategy, queen c3 and then queen up to trade the queen because that queen on e3 is very annoying. As long as it stays there, white king would be in so much of trouble. But yeah, I do like
Okay,
Okay.
black goes for
kind of
others
go for
plan, I
g3.
guess, here. Rook d8 and pawn
Yeah.
to d5, break open the center. So it looks like that is likely, and white king might be in trouble.
Did white castled here, Chirag? Like, can you go back a little more? I guess no, right?
No, so let's say this
No.
is what the game started with, and no, white did not castle. And white did not exchange the queens also here. Allowing the black queen to come inside, sit inside, and yeah, so we are currently here.
So kids, castling is very important. Yeah. So maybe you can start with a good center pawn opening, develop the knights, develop the bishop. But if you
Yeah,
don't
but
protect your king, if you don't move it to a safe square, so then the queen can, I mean, the king can be easily exposed and attacked, right? So,
yes.
so
I do agree with Narendra. Also, one more point I wanted to add that I saw in this game that white went for that bishop queen checkmate idea. And to the kids who are playing new, a lot of kids try this trick. And to them, I will advise that if the trick is not working out, if you see your opponent defending it quite very well towards your tricky thing, that is bishop and queen combination, then we must go for a castling part, or you can retreat your queen as well so that there is no danger to your queen. And I guess that will be much better alternative to
Excellent
go
draw.
for.
Draw. Black here
Yeah, they have
is
repeated 3 times.
Black is clearly in like a slight better position, but we see that there was a threefold repetition, which is
the
not
white team is happy with the draw. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah. As Narendra sir like told, like you never know what kid is thinking, and you can see that in this position.
but there is not a much rating difference also. Oh, there is. Batla Varantage is almost 50 or 80 points above than Arav Tiwari. Sorry, but Arav should not have taken the draw, and there were some chances. Had a very active position, and as Adarsh earlier suggested, some d5, rook d5, d5 ideas maybe not working right now, but
Yeah, d5 pawn takes d4, and then you can see that an open file for the rook, and that could be very good for the black. He can continue with that.
yes, and that could have been the idea, but did not follow. And Batla Varantej and Arav Tiwari are both happy with the draw here. And let's see what's happening on the other boards. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, so all right. So that was round two, guys. We are already in round three, And let's see, round 3. All right, so the two top girls are facing each other. So let's stay here and let's see. This Mavish will
Interesting.
take an advantage again in the opening. So let's jump into the opening phase here.
King's Indian defense.
All right, Shriyukta Abhirami there playing the King's Indian defense with G6. I guess Mavish internet. Oh no, now it's fine, I guess, because usually she plays really fast in the opening.
So from King's Indian defense, Abhirami converted to a Grunfeld defense, to which Mavish actually declined the pawn on d5. Mavish could have gone for the exchange of pawn on d5 and then the advancement of his e4 pawn. I really like that structure because it gives immense control over the central key squares. And after this, I guess it's going with the classical queen's pawn opening play, with black having the bishop on g7, quite a very unique one.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, general idea is
Both,
E7.
both of the players are showing good knowledge of opening.
And I guess they're trying to mix a lot of openings here so that they confuse the opponents. And great to see. So this will be a very intense battle. So we'll stay here because this is the top board match. This might also decide the winner because we are already in round number 3 here, and both the players are 2 out of 2, and a lot of some players might join them with 3 out of 3, but only a few. All right, but these two remains on the top, and let's see what happens next here. Currently looks like the opening phase is neck to neck. Looks like everything seems to be quite equal, and both of them has played really quickly also. So both of them are almost around 10 minutes each.
Finally going.
Finally one piece is off the board, right? I guess almost all the pieces were on the board till this point.
Yes. After the completion of opening, Chirag, I believe that definitely White's position looks a little more comfortable because White is more clear with his pieces. She has played his pieces really to a very nice square, and now, I guess, like placing the queen on d2 and then bringing the other rook on d1 will be the complete formation of all the pieces to the ideal squares. On the other hand, black will definitely struggle a bit with the bishop, which is on c8, and also black needs to activate the bishop, which is on g7 square as well. So quite a tough situation for Abhirami, I believe.
All right, so let's see how this black faces this challenge. And we have seen how Mavish is able to get all the good positions out of the opening. Both the games she has shown different openings. Third game also she showed her expert knowledge and getting key advantage in the opening. All right.
Yeah, guys, any tactic here? Even I was thinking about the same. Why did
Yeah,
White
I was also thinking.
if
If
Why to
there
give
was
the
no
free pawn?
g6 pawn, the g6 pawn is coming on the way, or else that was a discover attack.
Yeah.
Mavish could have gone for.
Also, White
Maybe
should
knight
bring this
f7.
to
Knight f7 looks like a very interesting move. King f7 and then bishop g6 check.
great.
But knight f7 is too difficult to
Knight
play.
f7, king f7, bishop g6, queen capture queen.
No, bishop g6 is coming up with a check. Knight f7, king f7, bishop g6 check.
He went for it.
Directly she went for it. She should have gone for knight f7 first. But this move is also interesting. If queen takes queen, we play an intermediate move first by taking the pawn on f7 with a check, and then taking the queen back with our bishop. So a very great move by Mavish.
And can Mavish play something else? Sorry, could black played something else there? Instead of taking the queen?
Actually, everything is dependent.
The only good option.
Queen is dependent, knight is dependent, b2 pawn is dependent.
But I'm curious to know that was that pawn on d4 was an intentional sacrifice? Like,
Yes.
did Mavish already evaluated that bishop g6 and then bishop f7 idea? That will be really amazing if she did that.
Possible, Ayush, because I've seen Mavish play earlier also, and whenever she plays in these arenas, she's always the winner, as well as
Oh
her
no.
lichess
Bish-
rating, I guess.
Bishop b4. Bishop b4.
Yeah,
No, no.
bishop
After
b4
capturing the queen,
is
bishop
leading
b4
to
is
game
coming. Na?
over situation.
Bishop
Yeah,
b4.
bishop b4,
Pawn
rook
comes.
b6. Then we bring in over as a
Wow.
rook.
Oh, she doesn't spot bishop
Okay.
b4, but oh, she's going for
Oh, okay.
bishop b4 now after rook d1, I guess.
Yeah.
Much more deadly.
If she has calculated all this at the time of sacrificing d4,
That's really
Mm,
great.
No,
That's really
not
that's
great.
all.
really great.
Not, of course, maybe not all of it, but so I've seen. I guess she's 2000 plus rated on leeches for sure. Uh, that as per my knowledge, if I'm not wrong, but she definitely might have calculated this. This she did calculate. Bishop g6, bishop f7, and this one.
Bishop f7 up to f7.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now she hasn't still. Yeah, she found it.
it's done. The rook will come.
Yeah, rook takes rook, then bishop
Okay, the game is
d6 will lead to a
over.
beautiful checkmate.
Yeah. Capture with the rook.
So,
Capture
okay,
the
so
bishop,
capture
but
with
still
the
it's winning. And
Oh.
here Mavish would be winning the game here, and she shows why she's the number one rated player in this entire arena. And Shayukta Abirami is also 13-19. She's the second most favorite, but she'll fight on, she'll march on, unless Mavish doesn't make any mistakes here. Interesting to see. We'll jump on to the other games. Let's see what are the other games, how other games are important for the standings, and let's see this one where okay, Samriddhi here. Okay, all right. So let's see what's happening. Samriddhi versus Batla Varantej. Batla Varantej was happy with a draw with White in the last match. I guess Arav or Ayush. Sorry, I can't remember the exact name, but gave him that opportunity to make a draw. And here, Samriddhi is playing against Varantej. And let's see, guys, your thoughts.
Again, some here also the Samriddhi is a pawn up. Yes, Samriddhi is a pawn up. Although the position for the black is very good.
I feel also there's this one thing, right? With the kids, whomsoever's king is in danger, there are chances that they might lose. Points won't matter much, but I guess whomsoever kings is in danger might lose. Let's see, this is a very interesting position.
Maybe I guess black would just simply proceed with maybe queen to h5, threatening queen h1. Sorry, rook h1. Right, so yeah, black went for queen to g4.
Yep.
Maybe yeah, queen to f3 and followed by rook h1, right? So,
now it's just game over, queen g3.
Now it's game
Yeah.
over.
All right. Okay. Unlucky for Samriddhi there. All right. So Batla Varantej finds a win. So he'll be, I guess, on 2.5. All right. So we have one more game going on towards a little bit towards the bottom. Arav Tiwari versus Aditya Chandra Pale. So let's see what's happening here, guys. Your thoughts about this position? And guys, how do we assess that which is a good knight? All right. How do you assess?
Usually what happens, yeah, so usually what happens, like whenever a piece is placed in the center of the board, that piece is usually a kind of very powerful piece, which we can see right now with the bishop. And for the knight, it is really a very famous quote that is, knight on the rim is a dim. So basically the knight which is on the edge of the board gets really very like less squares to play with. So definitely if you're playing with the knights, try to have it towards the center. That will be the best particular position for the knight. And right now, definitely knight is not having much control over the board, that we can clearly see. One of the square where the improvement of knight can be done is from the c5, I guess, which white should must consider it. Along with that, I guess activating the other rook as well will be quite very helpful. But with this queen d6 move, black is trying to go with a very sneaky attack on the h2 pawn. Let's see if white spots it.
Yes, definitely white looks like white should spot that one, and black being sneaky there. Let's see. All right.
Also, we can see that black is want to take the control over the center with the pawn, like just moving the pawn forward to c5, so that like
Okay. And
bluff was
parents.
placing the rook behind.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we
others.
can.
Sorry to interrupt you there. I see there's no activity in the chat much by the parents there or the kids. Telecast started. Yes, Keitki Thacker ma'am. Yes, the telecast has started here. And guys, definitely drop your comments. Drop if you are excited. Just drop excited. If your kid is playing, show us a thumbs up. Show us the love, like the stream, comment, subscribe, share it to the people. It keeps us motivating as coaches to come all on the weekend, analyze these games, and keep encouraging the kids, keep motivating the kids to play their best chess. And everybody is here for the passion of chess. So please show us the love, show us the support there, and keep typing something in the chat. All right. Okay, guys. Coming back to the position, throwing off back to the experts. So is white still in the game, or is black? I know black is a little bit better, but can white? What are the plans for white here? What can white do in this position?
Maybe one thing white can do, play g3, bring the king to g2, and then bring the rook to h1. So the rook will get the open h file, maybe do some sort of attacking plan over the h7 square. So this is one thing maybe white can do. So also,
Yes.
or
And
maybe develop the rooks on the c file and then go after the c7 pawn. But I comparatively chose this h1. Yeah, so this targets the king side.
All
So
right.
these are a couple of options I'm guessing. So
But white is just winning the d5 pawn here, yeah. E
And
captures
after
d5.
this, I guess white will definitely, yeah, white will be definitely getting the compensation for the lost pawn, because the pieces will very actively now, they will develop along with the rooks on the d file. The knight will be also looking forward with the c5 square as well. So definitely, I will say white still is in the game and have equal chances.
All right, and interesting to see the ratings are really close. 1151 for Aditya Chandra there, and Arav Tiwari has 1152. So only a one rating point difference. And guys, so this game will turn out interesting. White and black fighting it out here. Let's go. Let's see what's happening on the top board there. Mavish versus oh. All right, this is the current position. Even though Abirami has 12 minutes, those 12 minutes are of no use, and Mavish there is at 10 and a half minutes and gets the victory done. So Mavish moves to be almost the leader and might finish almost in the top position. Even if a draw should be the most comfortable, a victory is the best. If she manages to win the fourth round, a draw is also fine for her. Even though she loses, I guess 3 out of 4 would still keep her on the top in terms of tie breaks. Let's see. Okay, so the only game
Mavis,
remaining. Yeah,
Mavis
Mehdi.
is saying let's go in the chat. Yeah, so
Oh,
he's there in the chat. So,
okay, Mavish is there. All right. Okay, let's go, Mavish. Great to see you there. And yes, so whenever Mavish plays, she wins there. All right. So let's see. Okay, guys. Coming back to this last game going on, one round remaining. We have the leader. We have the leader in the chat. Other kids, if you are there, show drop in excited. What are you feeling? Just drop it in the comments. Other parents, if you guys are there, drop the love, keep motivating the kids, and kids who are losing, it's all right, guys. Keep fighting till the end. You will find those victories. The main thing is to learn from this. Go back, discuss these positions with your coaches, and try to learn from those. And guys, okay, let's see, guys. We are back with this game, and black just played g6. So white team, black team take over, guys. What are your plans? How do you think the victories will come in?
I believe white can definitely take advantage of that f6 square in this game. And for that, white really needs to act. Oh, that not in that way. I mean, I meant to get in the knight there, but I think okay. Now it's just game over. I will not say anything now.
All right. So Ayush said go to f6, go to f6, and probably Arav heard Ayush there, and
Yeah, he should
unfortunately,
have waited for my knight sentence. Okay, no worries.
commentator's curse. This is called in other sports, and no worries. Sometimes this happens. Kids just miss these ideas. Accidentally place the piece on a danger square. No worries. Arav happens there, and still, I guess Arav will keep fighting. And yes, Arav does march on and keeps fighting. That's the best spirit. It's not only about learning chess, it's going beyond, teaching the kids about those fighting spirit, teaching the kids to go on, and fighting is more important. All right, so let's see how long can Arav fight here. And how quickly can Aditya convert this position? Let's see. That would also be interesting to watch.
Ayush, can you complete your sentence? Like what you're about to say. You're about to say F6 and all of a sudden kid played. So yeah, can you like
But
go
yeah,
back a little more? So, yeah, go ahead,
I
Ayush.
was
Yeah.
going, yeah, I was going to say that f6 square we can take the advantage by bringing a knight from c5 d7 route and then placing it on the f6 square. And then afterwards, we could have the idea of placing the rook on the seventh rank, sorry, because rook on the seventh rank is really very dangerous. So very active chances definitely white was having, but no,
all
still a
right.
good gameplay, I will say.
Sounds like a good plan, and accidentally white just gave up the queen. And here white is thinking, and let's see how does white proceed. So guys, for the audiences who are just tuning in, this is our FIDE online arena. We have many different tournaments, different streams, different events that we bring to you from by Premier Chess Academy. We have the FIDE online arena, we have the United States Chess Federation online arenas. We have some great quiz for the kids that keep on happening. We have a Vibe on campaign. We'll have the Guess the Country quiz happening next weekend. So if you are a part of Premier Chess Academy, you will have the benefits of all these events that take place every weekend within our academy, apart from learning chess. And if you still are not part of the academy, just go ahead, click on that button, take a free trial class, and you will get to know about all the perks that you can get. And guys, if you are already part of the academy, kids and parents, if you are watching, all right, meanwhile this game is going on and the player is thinking, go ahead there, click the like button quickly, click the subscribe button, and make sure you show us the love and the support so that all our lovely coaches, all the team working on the back end stays motivated, keep bringing you different events on the weekend. And here, okay, white just resigned, no worries, white keep going. And guys, we'll have the round 4 kickoff within 1 minute, and we'll have the okay, so Batla Varantej, I guess he's only half point behind Mavish, so Mavish might need to win this game, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens, and this game will start soon. So this will be the top board game, and Batla Varantej will have to be careful about Mavish's opening. Mavish has taken advantage in all the 3 openings, won all the 3 games there, All right. So Shriyukta Abhirami takes on the second spot on the second board, and she will fight on for the second position. Let's see if she's able to finish on the second position or not.
Oh,
All right.
this is the deciding board.
Yes, Mavish Sheikh versus Batla Varun Tej, the deciding board for the top spot. Okay, guys. So, all right. Ayush has to leave here. Thanks, Ayush, for tuning in. Okay. All right. So that was Ayush, guys, from Premises Academy. Some great insights by Ayush there. All right. He has to go for one of his classes, so he had to leave. No worries. We will continue with our commentary. Narendran, we are left without your teammate there on the white pieces. So some bad news for you, but no worries. All right, it goes on. The game goes on. All right, and yes, let's go ahead, guys. Okay. Oh, another French. So
Okay, I guess this time the kid was listening to our commentary. He went for that exchange variation, capture the pawn. So yeah, all right. Okay, the thing is now white has to play d4 here. Yeah, so white should not allow the further advancement of the pawn because this can also lead to black playing pawn c5, and yeah, maybe in this way they can able to take more space over the center.
yes,
So
a3 is actually not a good move. All right, so Batla Varante, because it goes against the opening principles also, I feel. Because you don't play in the corner, you always play towards the center. So d4 would have allowed to take the center. a3, yeah, okay, knight a2. All right, and Mavish doing Mavish things. She has taken again control of the center, and again with an opening advantage there against the other kids. So yes, but there's no point advantage here significantly, or like a very big positional advantage. It is nothing that white cannot overcome, but it will be interesting to see how Batla Varantej handles this. Just to remind to the audiences, a draw is fine for Mavish here. Batla Varantej is half a point behind Mavish. So all right, let's see. So we'll tune in to the other games. Here again, Mavish has taken an advantage from the opening. Let's see. Okay, so this is the other game going on. Oh, this has already reached an end game. Here we see David Sibi is facing Shriyukta Abhirami here, and
these kids are playing really fast. Yeah.
oh, is
So
that a free rook?
They just want to end it now.
Oh no, that's not a free rook. I missed the tactic there.
Yeah.
All right.
there is a poco.
So kids are like, oh, we missed the first position, and they are just going in all out to finish the last round. So audience is tuning in. This is the round 4, last round happening, and let's see what happens here. But Shriyukta Abhirami, like Abhirami Shriyukta, they should be taking on the second spot. She has been on the second spot on the second board throughout the tournament. Only one loss there, so she should be winning here. I'm not sure about David Sibi's score, but we saw one of his games. He won there, so all right. And kids playing really exciting chess, really fighting chess there, showing class. We saw a lot of great theories, lot of great ideas, lot of great tactics there. All right, and oops. Okay, Adarsh, we haven't heard from you for a long time. What do you think? Did Black made a mistake here? Is there a way out for
Yeah,
Black?
definitely black. It is a mistake from the black because even though the knight can just like you can say take a tempo for the thing, but still he's gonna lose some piece. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can capture the rook and then knight retreat. But you can see that here, like black is like exchanged now because he just have to give up the rook for the bishop. So Now it will be interesting to see because the pawn on the B7 is also falling, and we can see there will be an outside pass pawn for the white, and you can see the two rooks are guarding it. So it will be the thing like the outside pass pawn can be easily promoted. So we have to see that black will struggle to like fight for this pawn, and that will be the thing. You see, white is like completely taking over this game. Black has to find the defensive ways, otherwise it is completely winning for the white.
I guess maybe black is hoping to play G4, and by
Yep.
any chance, if king goes to E3, then he can create a fork. But yeah, white is doing really good. I don't think so. He might fall for it. Okay, let's see. So I
Uh,
remember in one of the streams, Chirag. So yeah, we were like doing this, right? So we were
predict the
guessing the
moves.
mistakes and yeah. So,
No, no, but
anyways,
we were trying to guess the best moves of the Indian. We don't have to guess the bad moves. So yeah, white does the
Okay.
task of. But
B5.
knights can be really really tricky pieces. Yeah. So in the end
Knight
game,
is trapped.
This knight is trapped right now, so like yeah.
all right,
right
and
now there's
so all right. So but so it looks like Abhirami Shayukta will go on 3, and she will win this
And
match
she's gone.
here, and she will be very comfortably placed here. All right. So guys, let's move on. Let's move on to the other games. Let's see if some of the kids we might not have covered. All right. So yes, second board has already got the winner. So we have okay. So Samriddhi versus Shriram. We haven't spent much time with Shriram Setu and Samriddhi here in their game. So this is an interesting game. All right. Let's see. Setu Shriram. We haven't
Black.
seen.
Black is down by 2 pieces.
Black is down by 2 pieces. Yes.
See the
Yeah, we
timings. Kids play so fast, they have more time than the initial.
Round 4, Kunal, round 4. Kids are tired. It's Saturday afternoon. They want to go out to the playground, play some, play some soccer, play some cricket, any other sport. And yeah, so all right. But they do also love chess. So that's the thing. And let's see. But usually, we have
out.
seen in the past, I've been part of so many arenas for so many months. We have seen last round 3 or 4, the kids usually play really, really fast. Unless and until you are just in the top 2, top 3, playing the winning match. So, all right.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
this is like black
mistake.
is just giving up for now because the rook, like, he just captured the pawn with the rook. So
Okay, and this is also a very important skill that I guess the kids need to learn: patience. To play slow, patient, even though it doesn't matter which round, because tomorrow you'll be going out, you'll be playing multiple offline tournaments where you might need some time control, like you might have a lot of time on the hand, and yeah, okay. Oh, black could have eaten up the knight there, but
I guess black is voluntarily sacrificing everything, maybe hoping for a stalemate or something. So
that can be the
trying
plan
for some.
because white does have 12 minutes on the clock. So let's see. Rook comes back, king f2, pawn e2, rook goes side, queen, you get the rook. This might happen,
Uh, there
and
was a mistake.
white doesn't know how to do the knight and bishop checkmate. We were talking with Ayush later. Some kids, a lot of kids don't know that. Yeah, so the rook
But
moves, pawn
The
comes.
rook can capture the pawn.
The rook
yeah,
will
here
move,
we can see
pawn will
that
come.
white has an outside pass
Predict the
pawn.
move,
He
guys.
can just
Let's go
come out
predict the
quickly.
moves. We'll play predict the moves. So what do you
Rook
think?
captures the pawn.
Okay,
Rook captures the pawn is the move, or like
yeah, I feel
no.
Oh,
now rook pawn push, black e2.
Pawn
hey,
can't
pawn
be
is pinned.
pushed. It's an
Pawn is
absolute
pinned.
win right now.
Oh, black is playing e2, but yeah, oh, so he played
He can just take the pawn. Yeah, that's
Okay. Oh,
A4, A4, A4.
actually,
stalemate.
okay, is there in no. Black has one move.
E2, king E2 or king F3? King E2, king F3. Okay.
E2, E2. E2.
And knight G4 would be the thing because we like
Okay,
no.
now, oh, E2, now pawn E2. But king can't go to F2.
Knight back to G3, knight C3. Going after the pawn again. Yeah.
Stalemate, where is the
Hmm.
stalemate?
No, king
No.
can go to F4.
King
There's
can
no
move like
stalemate.
there is one
F4,
He
square
has
for
a lot of space.
F4, G4, yeah. No, but I was thinking somewhere where you can trick the king, like
Yeah.
white.
Instead of going for king F3 at that time, he could have gone to queen E2, king at
E2,
E2.
king E2
That-
into D1,
yeah.
into D.
Okay.
So he's going for some stalemate ideas. Bishop here.
It's really interesting
See,
that kid is trying to checkmate with the pieces because generally they just make a queen. But at this stage, they're just trying to like explore the ideas with the pieces. But
oh, the bishop is
yeah,
gone.
No.
no.
Samriddhi is being tricky there, and let's see. And yes, others said an interesting thing. He's trying for checkmate, which is very interesting to see instead of just going for a queen here. And let's see if white is able to successfully do that.
I see like both of the kids have ample amount of time, so
Also,
they can
white has
just
done a smart thing, not eating up the black's pawn, so that there are no stalemate ideas also. But now white finally goes for the queen. Yeah, so ample amount of time also there, and yeah, let's see.
Black should just go and sacrifice that H pawn if she is looking for a stalemate.
Yes, Samriddhi should sacrifice the H pawn, but probably she also might have forgotten about the H. But now the black king can escape. Yeah, king A6.
yeah. We can see that all the pawns are gonna go with the pawn and just protect it. Like we can okay.
All right, let's see what's happening on the top boards. We did not go there. Okay. All right, interesting position. Too many things happening.
White is a piece up.
Oh, so white is a piece up.
Yes.
I guess black. Okay, he lost the knight. That's fine. Maybe if something is defending the e file, then queen g2 is definitely a threat. But okay, now white takes care of it.
Like
No,
So
we
but
can just take back the piece right now.
queen
Like yeah, he
d3. Yeah.
and he just take the
Oh,
bishop.
but king e1, rook e8 is game over.
Rook.
King e1, rook
no, I guess
e8.
after rook e8, white can play
That's the
bishop
only
takes on
possible
f7.
move, and like white
Oh,
lost the queen.
oh no,
Bishop
no, no.
takes on f7.
Yes.
King moves and bishop takes. Yeah.
Yeah. Bishop f7 is also a great idea there. We have
So we should take the bishop now first, and then we can go for the rook.
Or maybe black can just simply play rook c2 e8 maybe instead of going for the f8 to e8,
no,
maybe
but still
c8 to
bishop
e8.
f7.
Bishop f7 is a major threat right now because of the rook is already at g1. So yeah,
He heard you, Adarsh. So first he took the bishop. So
yeah, that could be like a defensive approach right now. Like yes.
Interesting game.
And we can see that knight are the player, like we can say that a best blockade. So even if there is a chance that queen is trying to do a checkmate, knight can retreat to g6 and protect this position because there is no longer a bishop. So it will be quite fine for black. Oh,
No,
now
but
there is like
is this game over or something? Yeah, rook e8.
rook e8. Yeah, that's the thing. But it's not a checkmate now. King d7 will be the move. Then queen will come to d6 and king c8 will be the thing.
No, rook
No,
is
that
on
will be a
c8,
checkmate.
so it's a checkmate. It's
Yeah,
checkmate.
so yeah, king d7, queen e6 checkmate.
All right, unfortunate for Varun Tej there, and all right, Mavish clear winner there, 4 out of 4.
That's a forced checkmate into
Yeah,
for
there
mate
was
into.
like a very good game by Varun Tej because he has just so like having a like not so good in the openings with the white, but still he was able to manage to like pull up there.
All right, so this was an interesting game, and I guess this should result in our standing coming to place. Okay, if we have any games going on, let's follow that. Yes, we have 2 games going on.
Ayush
So
Goswami.
Ayush Goswami, let's see what's happening. This looks a really complicated position. Aditya Chandra versus Ayush Goswami. Ayush Goswami is black. Aditya Chandra is white. All right, so guys, we'll come to the standings. Looks like Mavish is the winner, but we'll look at who is number 2 and number 3 here, and what are the other standings. Also, we'll come to that. There are 2 games going on, so we'll just wrap up these 2 games and we'll see. Okay guys, this looks like a very complex position.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Although black has one extra pawn. Yes. I was thinking
Yeah,
about
black is
this.
adding pressure on that bishop on the d7 square with the rook, queen, and bishop due to the absolute pin. And it is already protected by the king, rook, and the queen. So it could be like quite equal right now. So here's the thing, like white can just like push this queen back for now, like moving the rook to f1, and then we can look about the another ideas. I see that white was sometime planning for knight b3 so that he can give a check and go for some attacks, but knight on d7 is defending all of the attack, which could be possible with the white pieces. Yeah, we see that he just moved the
Bringing the
queen
queen
back.
back.
Also, guys, when the queen was on a5, any possibility of pawn pushing like b4, b5, opening up the a file, and then something like that?
There was a chance, but there is another thing again, like the king can like queen can go to d5 and maneuver to a1. That would be not nice for the white, and that's why the b4 push was not good for that particular point. And it could result in a checkmate because rook is already on like h7. Now it is will be an exchange of the pieces, and after that.
Should black exchange the
Hmm.
queens? Oh yeah, he has to exchange the queens, otherwise it was a skewer.
Yeah, black should be very happy in simplifying the question. Just again exchange the rooks with one extra pawn. You just push for the win. Yeah. So
Yeah, this could be like go like either way because right now,
No, but I
earlier,
feel this is very drawish.
yeah,
This
this
looks
is draws because one pawn lead would be like very difficult to convert in the end game unless we know about the theories and like squeeze the position perfectly.
also, I guess white knight is very quickly going to come to the central outpost where c3 and d5, yeah,
d5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
looks like a
C3,
very
D5.
c3 d5 looks like, and now it's very natural also.
Black is inviting him.
Yeah, black is
So
inviting him. c3 d5 puts pressure on the f6 pawn also, and then rook f2, some ideas there. Yeah, simple
Yeah.
invite. Oh, should not have captured, should have kept. Yeah, now it's.
Now like black lost one pawn, we see that. So now it would be an equal.
In fact, now I guess white can push with the b pawn.
The king will try to move and capture the pawn. Rook h3.
Rook
Black
H.
should consider bringing the king into the game also. Yeah.
So he just lost one pawn, we see. Rook
Yeah, he's
H3.
putting pressure on the. Yeah, he's putting pressure on the d3 pawn. So
Earlier, I see that the idea was of the black was maybe like rook h3, rook d2, and knight takes the e4. But knight is there, which is protecting the pawn, so it is not possible to make a fork.
no, I guess he will bring the king towards the knight. King towards the
Yes,
knight, and once the yes.
yes,
So
that's the thing. If the knight moves,
But
then
now king
like
can go
white
to
moves.
c4, yeah? Now white king can also go c4.
Yes,
Oh,
that's true.
but
Oh,
now
knight.
other short
Oh,
trick is there. And I guess Ayush will find it. That's why he's planning this. So let's hope Ayush finds
let's
this one.
see.
Knight e4 check.
Knight takes.
Kunal, is Ayush your
But then,
student? You are being so nervous about this fact. Kunal is feeling pressure. Oh, he finds
Okay.
okay.
it.
Now, oh, relax.
Kunal is feeling pressure there. That we are seeing all these moves on the on live telecast. And what if Ayush doesn't find it? Kunal, yes, he does find it. And let's see. This is a very, very complex position to squeeze out for a victory with one pawn. So let's see how does Ayush handles this. Ayush is one pawn
Actually,
up
the
now.
thing is, in the last
now he's
tournament,
done for the thing. Now he's just a
Oh,
rook
yes,
up.
rook up. Now this should be winning.
in the last tournament, he was at 4.
And he
All right.
lost the last game, yeah? Or he finished
Yeah,
4th.
last game he lost.
He won. So let's see. It will be interesting to see where did Ayush finish. Okay, and guys, let's go back. Let's see if any games are going on or do we have the results. Okay, we have the final results. All right, and guys, as expected, Mavish finishes strong. Abirami also finishes, and Ayush finishes third. So Kunal, that's good news for you. So we have the top three
Finally.
winners here. And we also have Batla, Varun Tej, CB David there. And all right, so we had a good fight going on till the end, and it was a good fight. But Mavish clearly being the strong player, Abrami also only losing to Mavish there, so 3 out of 3. Ayush also, I guess, might have lost only to Mavish. We are not sure, but great going, guys. Great gameplay, great games. All right, so yes, guys. Adarsh, Narendrian, Kunal, final words. What are your final words to the kids? Final message.
Today games were really interesting, especially the top board games. And you can see that players are now coming with opening preparations. That's so how dedicated they are towards the game. I like the gameplay of the kids right now.
All right, definitely some very strong gameplay, some very strong opening play. We saw some very different kinds of opening. Narendran, your final thoughts?
Yeah, pretty exciting games. Yeah, and we always look forward towards this FIDE online arena because yeah, so this is accessible for only intermediate kids, right? So we always find some good games over here. And to highlight a particular game, I'm not sure who's the kid, but the kid who sacrificed that pawn on d4 and then went for that bishop g6 sacrifice. Oh my God. Yeah. So that
Mavish.
was it.
That was
Yeah,
Mavi's take, like in
That
the
was
third,
Mavish.
that was
he
marvelous. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
credits to Mavish. Yeah, credits to Mavish. That was a really mind-blowing sacrifice. Yeah, something which you would see in the top level players. So yeah, almost looks like a GM sacrifice. So yeah, so best wishes for him in the future. So we have our upcoming
Both,
GMs. So yeah,
All
both
right,
the
yeah,
guys.
toppers are in the chat.
both the kids, and Parshuram Goswami is there. So I'm second position. Congratulations, Parshuram Goswami. There, yes, well deserved second. Excellent games throughout, and all the games were really high quality there. So good play. Congratulations to you on scoring second. Others, your final thoughts. What message would you like to give out to the kids, the parents watching the stream? Let's
Yeah,
go.
I just want to give up that like I can see that there was so much exciting games. I just only like give an advice that kids should practice a little bit more about the end games. We can see that they are preparing for the openings. Mid game we have to like calculate obviously like about the thing and right make the right move. But I see that even if the some kids are like going with a good mid game, they find difficulty to convert them into a win. So I just suggest to just practice some rook end games and like queen versus rook so that they don't find difficulty in that.
Yes, definitely some exciting endgame plays, some very strong opening prep, and overall an exciting day of chess. All right. So for the viewers, thank you for tuning in, and this was the FIDE Online Arena. For the spectators in the United States, we'll see you tonight for a USCF session. So stay tuned. Another stream, another event coming on, and wish you guys a happy weekend. On that note, we'll take a leave. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye everyone.